Political predictions rarely come true, but here's one you can take to the bank. Western Journal, December 3rd, 2020. Political predictions are a dime a dozen. There are typically few, if any, consequences for incorrect, dumb, or embarrassing prognostications made in the heat of a campaign. Indeed, as time marches on, millions of Americans will forget how far off base the pundit class was about the 2020 election, as they do after every election. And yet here I am willing to make a prediction you can take to the bank. I'm so sure about this vision for the future because we have heard this promise before, 4 years ago to be precise. Then, as now, the Democrats pledged to listen, to rework their agenda in order to address the needs of a long-neglected, beaten-down American working class. But the commitment was quickly jettisoned by a progressive leadership intent on dismissing the last remnants of the New Deal coalition. Henceforth, there would be no more pretending to care about all that working class angst, and that is precisely the way it is played out. Today, it's all about the coasts, all about big tech, all about Wall Street, all about a return to globalism. Read China. In this world, the verdict has been rendered, and the deplorables have been found guilty of nativism, among endless other isms. And so no more best-selling testimonials, such as Hillbilly Elegy, or New York Times analysis pieces devoted to this easily forgotten group. They had their chance at restoration, and all they did was double down on the bad man Trump. Even worse, they grew from 63 million to 74 million. This unforeseen growth has been the object of much scorn by woke analysis since election night 2020. Their conclusion: Trump's base survived 4 years' worth of media brutality because, you guessed it, Trump voters are racists, and forget the 48 months of inspired conservative successes. This conclusion is given added perspective in President Barack Obama's recent election analysis, a review that reads in part much like his past indictments of small-town, small-minded, dispossessed folks who quote-unquote cling to quote-unquote guns or religion or quote antipathy toward people who aren't like them, end quote.